I think when it comes down to consistency, it's about having your set routine. And even though like YouTube isn't a job, I think you almost have to take it seriously if you really want to do it, because it's so easy not to do. Like, that's the truth. Today I was thinking about videos and why I haven't been making as many as I normally do. And I realized the problem is just that I'm like way out of routine. For example, right now I'm headed to go pick up my daughter. And it's like, I could find a million reasons why I'm not gonna press record to film this video. Because A, I'm not anywhere special. B, it's like the scenery. I mean, who wants to watch me in my car? But I'm trying to push myself to record because I really do like to record and document. I just know how easy it is to not record and document. I know for most of us, we really don't have a life that's all that cool, unless you're me. Reporting live from Chula Vista, this is Russell. Right now we're with Jason Momoa, and he was live on the scene. Do you know what happened?
No.
Fire Chief Russell here. It's we got a code 14B 17-2, car inflamed. I went to the scene, checked on everything. Car doesn't look good. Lots of traffic. I reported it to the local department, and YouTube has it under control. All of Don Pedro's is up in arms right now. Ladies are coming out of their office. They have badges. The news can't get here in time. I might have to go report. Now back to reality when it comes to normal life. I mean, my normal life consists of me doing normal dad type things. If you don't know, my son has special needs. I'm an artist who closed down my physical shop. I have like mental struggles why I don't do more art. I'm a broken man. I'm a guy who spends way too much time thinking about creating YouTube videos. I make YouTube. I'm newly monetized, but I'm like not rich by any means. I'm kind of I'm like a low man on the totem pole YouTuber. So when I go back and I think about my YouTube journey, like some of the most progress I've made was when I actually pressed record and I did my 30-day challenge. I went from someone at the very beginning who didn't feel comfortable talking on camera really. I mean, I came from doing like short form, and I would do short form videos where I actually talk, but I would spend, 2 hours to make a 10-second video just because I was so nervous. And when you talk about stupid, that's really stupid. Now I could probably go back and do short form a lot easier. I just don't really have a lot of fun doing short form. But none of that really matters. The point of this is just, I think when it comes down to like showing up and making videos, it's just about consistency. Because in those 30 days, there were days where like I wasn't anywhere special. There were days that I wasn't doing anything. And there were days where I filmed just like in my backyard, sitting in a chair. There were days where I filmed at my desk, and regardless of where I went or anything like that, the video would do just as well as any others. I think it had more to do with what I had to say rather than where I was at. Of course, I think everyone would rather have a nice location in the background. I think everyone would want like something to look at. It just makes it much more enjoyable for the viewer. But I think if it's between a beautiful view and you not showing up, I think the majority of people that watch your videos would rather have you show up. The other thing too is I think just like working out, your body just gets these muscles of documenting. And you know, a lot of the times I would notice that I always had my camera. So when I talk about like the ease of it, I think I would just always have it in my pocket. And I think, you know, just in our normal everyday lives, it's the fact that like we're not really doing anything all that special. So you just kind of document these little moments along the way. And I guarantee in like everyone's day, there is something that's like a standout moment. But if you don't have a camera and you don't film it, it's not going to be making an appearance in your video. If you don't ever have a camera and you don't ever record, there's no way these moments are going to be remembered. So like with this small camera, I just noticed like, oh, I'm going to get gas. Let me just film this. I'm just sitting here. I'll just film myself getting gas. And as easy as it was to just press the button, it's like a part of my movie. And it's like, man, I'm in traffic. Let me just throw this camera up on here. And then it's like, I got a little clip. Well, sorry, I have a dirty windshield. But it's like I have a little clip of my daily life. And you can see I'm dealing with traffic. And it's like part of my documenting. And I think when it comes down to like something like the Pocket 3, I wouldn't just naturally do that. There's no way. It's just a lot more difficult. And I know I keep on calling it the Pocket 3, and I know I don't have a Pocket 3. My whole reason for doing that is like, A, extra muse just sounds stupid. B, Pocket 3, you know what I'm talking about. If I say extra muse, you might not know it's the same damn thing. It's just so much easier to document when you're willing to document. And it's so much easier to capture the small things when you're just so used to filming. And I think the only way to get like that is just from muscle memory and, well, it's not muscle memory. I guess it's like videographer memory. You just know, capture those things. I do a lot of content for the coffee shop, and it's like now when the baristas, they're so used to me filming, it's kind of like we don't have to talk, and I could just slide my camera in. I know what I'm getting. They know when they put the cold foam on the top, I'm probably going to film that. The pour, you know, it's just, it becomes part of the memory where like it no longer requires any additional effort as far as like thinking about the shot, trying to like set it up to document. You already know. For me, I got to get back in that routine. I got to get back into capturing moments. So going back to this fire situation, we were eating lunch, and then I was just kind of doing what I do when I film lunch, and we were just talking. Then all of a sudden this traffic just started to build up, and then we started to realize like, man, why is the traffic so bad on the street? And I saw these construction guys earlier, so I thought, oh, maybe it's just construction. Maybe they like held the road down. And we look, and then we ended up seeing this black smoke. So as we looked, we realized, oh crap, there's a car on fire. It looked like just a regular, well, I mean, not regular. There's no such thing as a regular car fire. Anytime your car is on fire, I don't think that's a good thing. It seemed to be under control somewhat. Like, it just looked like the flame was coming up. I'm sure the people had time to get out of the car. I don't know how, I mean, I've only watched movies, so I don't know if like cars really explode. Isaac, if you're watching this, maybe you can answer. Okay, first of all, that's so weird. I was talking about Isaac. Isaac is from New Mexico. This person, they have a New Mexico bumper sticker on their car. How random is that? But anyways, the right where I was, there's like a fire station nearby. There's a police station. So they came rather quick, like within minutes. Fire department was already there. So I'm sure it was under control. It's kind of funny. The first one on the scene was the like fire chief, you know, like they drive the regular fire truck. So the first thing I thought about, if you watch any of these daily vlogs, is my friend Isaac. He's in New Mexico and he works for the fire department, and he drives one of these normal types of fire truck cars. And he was the first on the scene. And I was thinking, oh, I know exactly what this guy is doing. He's assessing the situation, calling which people need to come, and see if they even need to come at all. And it was like, because of YouTube, because of these daily vlogs, because of people like Isaac putting their life out there, I had no reason to go down there to find out what's going on. I know what's going on. These guys, the guy looked at the situation, he assessed it, he saw who needed to come, contacted the police department to block the road, and then brought in the fire truck, put out the fire. Traffic was relieved. Another day in the books. As stupid as this is, I watch Isaac's videos, and there's a thing called blue card or something. And I was thinking, I wonder if they use the blue card technique. That just shows you I watch way too much YouTube, way too much daily life vlogs. But yeah, I mean, without knowing, I guess anyone can get something out of these videos.